out of bullshit.
Good evening, colleagues. Welcome to the meeting of the Council. I'm required to inform you that this meeting is being recorded. If any member of the public or press would like more information about this, or if they intend to record proceedings themselves, please contact Strategy and Democracy Services, who will be more than happy to advise. Any member who wishes to speak from the floor or any of the agenda items should use the microphones available. I have received a letter.
Can we sit down, Mr. Mayor?
Right, thank you. Right, okay. That's together. Right, just. Right. I have received a letter from the leader and chief executive of Sunderland City Council in respect of the Manchester attack, which I would like to read to members. We write following the very sad news that your young residents, Liam Curry and Chloe Rutherford, lost their lives during the atrocity in Manchester on Monday evening. The abhorrent and senseless attack has shocked us all deeply, and our thoughts are with their families, friends and everybody in South Tyneside who has been affected. It is all the more sickening and incomprehensible, having been targeted at innocent children and young people, and the loss of this young couple is utterly tragic. We know that South Tyneside Council is at the heart of the effort by a whole host of organisations to support, comfort local people, and just as in Manchester, stories are emerging of great kindness and the community very much pulling together. As your efforts continue, the people of Sunderland's thoughts and prayers are with you all, and if there is anything we can do to help in the coming days and weeks, then please just ask. The Councillor has been in regular contact with the Police Family Liaison team and have offered to provide whatever support and assistance the families need at this incredibly difficult time and in the future. We understand that the families are thankful for the support offered by the Council and have asked to keep message cards from the flowers placed at the statue of Victoria and the books of condolence. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family and friends of Liam and Chloe at this very sad time. Can I ask the Council Leader to say a few words?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, today South Tyneside said goodbye to two bright young adults who were tragically killed in the Manchester terror attack on the 22nd of May. The attendance at their service this morning at St Hilda's, which yourself attended, Mr. Mayor, and the Chief Executive and other civic leaders, was a testament to the love and high affection for which the borough felt for Liam and Chloe. Chloe, a talented young actress who performed at the Theatre Royal, Liam, who undertook a cycle ride to Paris to raise money for the Sir Bobby Robson Foundation. Two young people, full of life, full of enthusiasm, at the start of life's journey together, enjoying each other's company, their lives taken away from them by a senseless act of terror for which we cannot simply comprehend. Neither can we really begin, colleagues, to comprehend the grief of their parents, their family and close friends. The sense of loss and despair they must feel, and I hope that the way in which all the diverse communities across South Tyneside have come together to share their grief will give them some comfort to know that they are not alone and that they are in our thoughts and prayers. Mr. Mayor, I wish to take this opportunity to place on record our appreciation for the work of the Blue Light Services. They have been working closely with the Council to ensure the continued safety of residents and visitors to the borough, and of course it is only to be expected that there will be a heightened police presence across the borough during the summer months. All of us have a role to play in combating terrorism, and we will continue to work with the police and other services to protect our borough as best we can. Mr. Mayor, in the days after the September the 11th terror attacks in New York, the late Senator Ted Kennedy made a point of writing to each of the 177 families of his state who had lost a loved one in the attack. To one widow, he wrote the following: "As you know, the passage of time never really heals the tragic memory of such a great loss. But we carry on, because we have to, because our loved ones would want us to, and because there is still light to guide us in the world from the love that they gave us. Mr. Mayor, we carry on, because Liam and Chloe would want us to, and because to do any other would send a signal to those who wish to destroy our way of life that through their attacks of brutality they can win. By carrying on, we cherish Liam and Chloe's memory, and we show our determination that acts of terrorism will not succeed and will not divide us."
Can I ask members to stand for a minute's silence in memory of Liam and Chloe? Thank you. Thank you. The first item of business is declarations of interest. No declarations have been received. Does anyone now wish to verbally make any declarations before we move on to the next business? No. Thank you. The next item of business is the minutes of the annual meeting of the Annual Council on the 16th of May 2017. Are they accepted as a true record? The next business is Mayor's Communications. There are no Mayor's Communications to report on this occasion. The Leader of the Council would now like to advise members on appointments to the Constitution Committee. Councillor I. Malcolm.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Members will know that the Annual Council meeting established a new Constitution Committee. The following members will serve: the Leader and Deputy Leader, the Mayor of South Tyneside, and the following councillors: Councillor Flynn, Councillor Anglin, Councillor Welsh, Councillor Melling and Councillor Kilgore.
Is that agreed? Agreed. The next business is to consider a report of the Corporate Director, Children, Adults and Help on the Best Start in Life. I will ask Councillor Atkinson to formally move the report. Councillor Atkinson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. South Tyneside's Children and Families Board oversee delivery of our Best Start in Life strategy, which has recently been refreshed and will be launched at the next meeting of the board in July. The new strategy was approved at Cabinet last night and is available on our website for all to view. The strategy details how our local partnership is able to work together to provide all children and young people with the best start in life, with areas of focus on all aspects of their lives. The strategy builds on the successes we have seen here in South Tyneside and helps us all to continue with this. Educational achievement continues to be strong, with some key achievements noted below. Attainment of our looked after children is above the national average in 2016. 100% of special schools are rated as either good or outstanding, and we are currently ranked 8th nationally out of 163 authorities for primary and secondary school performance. We can also celebrate the work to build healthier communities, such as reduction in the number of children born to mothers who smoke, continued investment in our stop smoking services, with 160 advisors across the borough operating out of our children's centres, schools and GP practices, among other settings. 51 of our schools have joined the Healthy Schools programme, with 14 of our schools re-accrediting during the year. The launch of our Change for Life campaign, which runs alongside the Healthy Schools Work and Better Health at Work Award. We also have some numerous achievements to celebrate around our work to promote safe and stronger families. And some of these are, in 2016, we were the first to be inspected under the Joint Targeted Area Inspection Framework, which praised our partnership work and in particular the Council's leadership. Our adoption continues to be in the top 10 nationally, and we now have the lowest number of looked after children in 6 years. The local Safeguarding Children Board has been shortlisted from over 2,000 applicants for a Children and Young People's Award, and that was in December 2016. We are working to strengthen the voice of our young people, ensuring they are represented in core council business through increased participation and engagement. Which are some of the many examples. Our Best Start in Life campaign aims to raise awareness of the wide range of services available to all children and young people locally, provided by both the council and partners. The campaign includes advertising to promote services, raising awareness with members of the public and partners alike, and by working together and continuing to provide the right service in the right way at the right time, we can continue to provide all our children with the best start in life.
Is that seconded? Right. Are there any questions, or does any member wish to speak to the report? Is the motion agreed? Agreed. The next business is to consider a report of the Corporate Director, Economic Regeneration, on the flood and coastal risk management strategy. I will ask Councillor Moira Smith to formally move the report. Councillor Smith.
Thank you, Madam. This report seeks the approval of full council to formally adopt the South Tyneside flood and coastal risk management strategy. The strategy gives an overview of flooding in the borough and informs partners and the public of work carried out to date and priorities for the future. The strategy contains both flood and coastal risk management in one document. The flooding section sets out our duties as lead, local flood authority, as well as stakeholder and partnership responsibilities. Awareness of flood risk to residents and businesses to ensure they are well informed and suffer as little as is reasonably practical. An explanation of how areas at risk of flooding are assessed and resources prioritised. The coastal section covers the management of our coastline to protect valuable assets and prevent or minimise the impact of flooding and coastal erosion. The designation of our bathing beaches with a view to further improving their status to increase tourism and economic well-being. Our involvement in the local government authority coastal special interest group and the North East Coastal Group. Ongoing monitoring to enable us to better predict coastal erosion rates. The flood and coastal risk management strategy went out to public consultation between the 16th of January 2017 and the 24th of March 2017. 14 responses were received from both residents and partner organisations, and there were no objections. The report was also presented to Cabinet on the 17th of May, where it was endorsed and referred to full council for adoption. Adopting this strategy will allow council and our partners to continue to make great progress, protecting our residents and businesses against flooding and coastal erosion. I therefore recommend that Cabinet approve the report. Thank you.
Is that seconded? Are there any questions, or does any member wish to speak to the report? No. Is the motion agreed? Agreed. The next business is to receive questions under Procedure Rule 8. No questions have been received under this rule. The next business is to receive a motion under Procedure Rule 10 submitted by Councillors A. Malcolm, Dick, Kerr, Dixon, Boyack, Perry and I. Malcolm. I will ask Councillor A. Malcolm to move the motion and he may speak for up to 5 minutes. I will then ask whether the motion is seconded. The seconder may speak for up to 3 minutes or reserve the right to speak later in the debate. The motion will then be open to debate by members who may each speak for up to 3 minutes and may move amendments.
Well, thank you, Madam Mayor. Madam Mayor, members will be aware that South Tyneside Council signed the Armed Forces Covenant along with representatives of the charitable and voluntary sectors, the civil community of South Tyneside. This was done on the 1st of December 2011. Here. We recognise that we have a moral obligation to the members of the Naval Service, the Army and the Royal Air Force, together with their families. They deserve our respect, support and fair treatment. Those who serve in the armed forces, whether regular or reserve, and those who have served in the past, together with their families, should face no disadvantage compared to other citizens in the provision of public and commercial services. This obligation, of course, involves the whole of society. It includes voluntary and charitable bodies and private organisations. South Tyneside Council has risen to the challenge. We have undertaken a significant amount of work to support the armed forces community in the borough. We have ensured armed forces support is a permanent and significant part of our organisational mission by ensuring covenant promises are enshrined in the Council's constitution. So examples of practical support that we are given is that we have recognised the needs of the community. We have trained our staff both within the council and South Tyneside homes to be able to recognise those who have been in the armed forces and recognise that they may need some extra help. We also are providing a supportive environment for partners, spouses and families of armed forces personnel. The Council's housing allocations policy prioritises members of the armed forces, placing them in Band 1 of the housing waiting list. And along with South Tyneside Homes, we have employed a welfare worker dedicated to the armed service personnel. I could go on. However, a major problem we face is that there is no systematic gathering of military data to help us understand who from the armed services is coming into the borough and what assistance they may need. The Royal British Legion have acknowledged this. That is why the Royal British Legion's Count Them In campaign is encouraging organisations such as the Council to write to the Secretary of State for Defence outlining that we want the government at Westminster to approve a final census questionnaire in 2019, which includes questions concerning our armed forces community for use in the 2021 census. It is estimated that there are currently between 6.5 and 6.7 million members of the armed forces community that serving men, women, veterans and their families living in the UK, about a tenth of the population. However, little is known about the exact numbers, locations and needs of these people. Knowing exactly how many people in the UK are part of the armed forces community will help this council immensely, charities and public bodies, so that we can deliver the best services possible to returning armed services personnel. I ask council to support the motion. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Madam Mayor.
Is the motion seconded?
Yes, Madam Mayor.
Right, thank you. The motion is now open to debate by members.
Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Right.
The government's official statistics body, the Office for National Statistics, along with their devolved equivalents, are already starting to plan for the next UK census. After the 2011 census, very little is known about a section of our population who have bravely served their country in many conflicts around the globe, our armed forces personnel. Madam Mayor, this means that an estimate 1 in 10, that's 10% of the population, are missing out on receiving vital support with reintegration into civilian life. We have a once-in-a-generation opportunity to change this by adding a question to the 2021 census. We can improve our understanding of this unique section of our community and ensure politicians, charities and service providers fully meet the needs of our ex-service personnel and their families. Madam Mayor, we count on them, so let's count them in. Madam Mayor, as a veteran myself, I am proud to second this motion.
Thank you. The motion is now open to debate by members. Do any members wish to ask a question, speak or move an amendment? No. Councillor Ellie Malcolm, do you wish to reply to the debate?
No, Madam Mayor.
Right. Okay. Is the motion agreed? Agreed. The motion is agreed. Okay. Can I congratulate South Shields Football Club on a fantastic season, winning the FA Bars, the ABAC Northern League 1, the Durham Challenge Cup and the League Cup. Can I invite Councillor Malcolm to say a few words on behalf of the Council?
Well, Mr. Mayor, just a few words to sort of congratulate the South Shields Football Club on, as you correctly say, an historic quadruple trophy season after outclassing Cleethorpes Town at Wembley by 4-0 and securing victory in the FA Bars non-league trophy final. Mr. Mayor, anyone who was in London that weekend would have felt the warmth of South Tyneside because you simply couldn't move in Covent Garden and on the tube for the number of people who were there to support the team. Estimated over 13,000 people from the borough made the 700-mile round trip to see our local heroes win that trophy, and we do congratulate them. I'm absolutely delighted also, Mr. Mayor, to confirm that the club have agreed to lead this year's summer parade in an open-top bus at the South Tyneside Festival on the 1st of July 2017, where they will no doubt receive the warmth and the support of the people of the borough. Mr. Mayor, I'm pleased that you have agreed to hold a small reception after the full council this evening so that we may be able to congratulate the team and the committee and congratulate them on their outstanding achievements and contribution to South Tyneside.
Thank you. Thank you. That concludes the business for today's meeting. Thank you all for your attendance.